Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel Bayverse of Madness, and today is going to be a special video because today we are going to be doing my year in review on the channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about a lot of things that I need to get off my chest that have happened this year regarding like things like the lack of uploads, but most importantly, what we're going to be doing today is having a lot of fun and actually taking a look at some of the moments, especially fun moments that we've had throughout the channel, such as the toy fairs, epic pickups, things we're doing with the collection. And towards the end of the video, hopefully I can explain a few things and a few exciting things that are going to be coming next year on the channel, which please stay till the end because they're going to be absolutely phenomenal. So the first thing we're going to be talking about first is the toy fairs. Now the toy fairs are absolutely amazing for a few reasons, and that's one of them is the amount of fun you can have there. Just seeing people there, obviously people who've got similar interests as you. Obviously if you live in the UK, I would 100% recommend you go to them. I think they're called BP fairs. Yeah, I definitely would recommend you checking them out. They're absolutely brilliant. The NEC is probably the biggest. You've seen me go to that one a few times. But yeah, hopefully we can achieve a lot more toy fairs and attempt to go to many toy fairs in 2024, as it's going to be a huge year for Transformers, which we will get to in the end of the video. But I think we attempted to go to 3 or 4 toy fairs in the year. I think we went to 3 Doncasters and 1 NEC, which I actually did go with Josh, who you saw in the TFnation video, and his friends. So I did actually pick up 2 amazing things this year from those toy fairs. I did come with a lot of epic stuff, and I'm going to be showing some of my hauls from things we have collected, but here is a couple. So 2 of the figures stood out of what I got and what actually got the most reaction out of me. Now I do want to give a special mention to Superion, which Russ gave me at the NEC toy fair at the beginning of the year. Unfortunately he is at the bottom of my storage pile, so it's going to be a bit of an hassle to get him out, but I have picked the other 2, so that is definitely an honourable mention. Thank you so much, Russ, for that. My other one has got to be the premium finish Ironhide from Transformers 2007. For those who know, I am obviously a minting seal box collector for the movies. I am a huge movie fan. I am so passionate about the Transformers movies, so when I get something that's super rare to those movies, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that premium series Ironhide was a great pickup, and the seller who actually bought me this, as I just rewatched the video just now, was absolutely fantastic. He obviously due to space, obviously with a lot of the new stuff, he actually wanted to sell his older collection, and he said he was glad that it went to a passionate collector like me. So it was just great to hear that from him. And the final thing that's on my #1 spot by a mile that I picked up from the toy fairs this year, and that's the Transformers Age of Extinction. I think it's the Blu-ray box set, which is basically the Optimus Prime and Grimlock statue from Age of Extinction, and it was just amazing to get that epic logo. Yeah, just an epic film in general, to be honest. Very underrated in the Bayverse. But yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I remember first seeing it, and this guy had some incredible Star Wars stuff which he was selling, and I just remember saying, that's the Age of Extinction Grimlock statue and Optimus Prime, and he was like, yeah, do you want it? I was like, of course. And then yeah, he basically gave me that. So yeah, it was an absolutely amazing year for the toy fairs. Fingers crossed we can go to many others later in the year. I'm going to try and go to as many Transformers conventions and toy fairs in general. It's going to be a massive year for the channel next year. Yeah, again, we'll get more into that later on. But yeah, that basically does it for the toy fairs. Now moving on, and one thing people enjoy actually seeing me do on this channel is unbox figures, and people seem to be enjoying, especially later on into the year, and that's actually seen my reaction, as I did actually show my face for the first time on my TFnation vlog. But people seem to be enjoying the fact that I unbox the figures kind of like this, so people can see my reaction to. And like I mentioned earlier, the movie figures and the movies just mean so much to me, so getting figures that are very, very rare, it's just absolutely incredible. So what I've done is I've picked a fair few that we've unboxed this year and that I actually got the most reaction from. So the first figure is literally right here, and this is a figure that I actually got from TFnation from a haul, and that was the free pack of Optimus Prime, Brawl and Autobot Jazz. Yet again, a very, very rare piece from the first Transformers live action movie. The next one was the Legacy of Bumblebee free pack. Yet again, these are just pickups, which is just absolutely awesome. So obviously you've got the animated Bumblebee, classic Bumblebee, and then obviously the 2006 concept Camaro Bumblebee, which is absolutely fantastic. And then for the last of the free packs, there we have the Optimus Prime and Bumblebee double pack, which, as people know, yet again, is an absolutely rare piece. So I am so honoured to own this in my collection. Now, the last thing from the Transformers 2007 movie, I was actually going to do this last, but considering this part's going to be mental, I'm going to do this first. And if I can actually grab it here, it is really massive, and you guys have actually just seen me unbox this, but here we have the ultimate Bumblebee from Transformers 2007. There he is, looking absolutely fantastic. I'm just so happy that I've got this in my collection. Yet again, many thanks to Russ, who sends me most of the movie figures. So yeah, many thanks to you, mate. You're definitely making a young man's dreams come true. And then the last three figures that definitely got the most reaction to me, because I am officially one deluxe off from completing the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Collection. That's excluding the Japanese stuff. That is all just the standard retail, including Toysareruss exclusives, Walmart exclusives, etc, etc. So the first deluxe that got the most reaction to me is the Lunafire Optimus Prime, and I'll tell you why it got the most reaction out of me. So Russ messaged and said that he had Soundwave on the backlog, so obviously he had him saved for me. RC is easy to get, which is actually the last one I need, and Lunafire Prime was so hard to find, and I was like, damn, I'm never going to find it. Like the Transformers 2007 Deluxes, they're going to be super hard to find. And well, surprise, surprise, I went to TFnation and he was there, so I'm absolutely buzzing with that. It's just basically a redeco, excuse me, of the obviously Dark of the Moon Deluxe Optimus Prime. Just a little bit more gold, looks amazing. Continuing with the the Dark of the Moon Deluxes, the next is the guy I've just mentioned, and that is Soundwave. Now, yet again, Russ is the one who gave me this, much like that Wheeljack and the Japanese version of Wheeljack. But yeah, it's in absolutely incredible condition, as you can see. No scuffs or marks. He's kept it in superb condition, and I just can't thank him enough for sending me such a rare gem. And actually, having a look at the order of the deluxes for Dark of the Moon, he does actually go next to the very rare Wheeljack, I do believe. So yeah, that's absolutely incredible, and I can't wait next year to actually hang up the complete collection of Dark of the Moon figures. And the last one to showcase of my unboxings, and this was sent by Magnum Prime, so many thanks to you, mate. I can't believe I own this, and that is the Dark of the Moon Skywarp. Now yeah, I don't really have much to say about this figure. It's just incredible that I actually own this rare piece in my hand. Yeah, again, kept absolutely amazing condition by an epic friend, Magnum Prime, who we've shared some great memories with, especially Russ, this year, and hopefully we can share some incredible memories again next year in 2024. But yeah, absolutely insane. I can't thank him enough for sending me this. And Russ, same to you, mate. Thanks for some very, very rare pickups of the year. And obviously, with Dark of the Moon being my favourite movie of all time, this is obviously epic to have in addition to that. So, yeah, those were my top picks for the unboxing figures that I got this year. So, let's move on. Now moving on to the collection, and something that's been absolutely awesome this year is actually showcasing and just adding things to the collection in general. Obviously, as you know, we've started displaying the collection properly, and it's something that's might sound crazy, but has actually been taking a lot of time to map out. Obviously, they need to go in their own separate areas, and another thing I wanted to do was put them all together. So, obviously, the 2007 stuff that go together, the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen stuff to go together, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night. With the planning, with the looks of it, I only can fit the first 3 movies into the room that you are seeing. I'm actually currently in my little bedroom. Behind me will be the Studio Series collection. I'm literally looking at it right now. It's absolutely crazy. I can't wait to put that video together and show you guys. It'll be absolutely incredible. But yeah, the collection's been moving absolutely crazy. Even now, I've still got some unboxing videos to do because, yeah, we've got some really cool stuff. Some Japanese figures. And yeah, and just in general, some really, really epic figures. I'm very looking forward to the Studio Series figures next year too. Obviously, the Studio Series is starting the new concept art stuff. Obviously, we have Bumblebee movie Megatron, which I'm so excited for. That Core Class Mohawk actually had the most reaction out of me because he actually looks so good. I just love how they've implemented the green into the robot mode and then made it look like it isn't in the vehicle mode like we saw in the Last Night movie, which I think is an absolutely incredible attention to detail, from Hasbro's part. But yeah, more on that later in terms of the Studio Series. But yeah, when it comes to the collection, we're definitely doing some amazing movements, and I'm just so happy that people love seeing the collection. And the response to that has been absolutely fantastic. People love it. People said it's the childhood. It's obviously my childhood, and to be making you guys happy and putting people's smiles on smiles on their faces really means a lot to me, and it's something I've always dreamed of doing, making others happy. So that's obviously absolutely fantastic. But yeah, in terms of the collection, we're moving absolutely mad. I am so excited for what next year holds. Hopefully we can start hanging up more of the movies. Obviously, as mentioned earlier, we're going to start hanging up the Dark of the Moon Deluxes. So they're going to be going in the Dark of the Moon section. And I am so excited to actually hang up the Dark of the Moon Cyberverse figures, because those were actually the most things I played with as a kid. The Legends class figures. So yeah, that Ironhide was absolutely awesome. It's just crazy how you thought that a little Legends class figure just was literally the next best thing. And then obviously we have the Studio Series stuff, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, there is my 3-0 Optimus Prime, which is probably another one of my amazing picks of the year, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, we're doing some epic things in the collection. I can't thank everyone enough for the response. That I can't even speak now. Yeah, I can't thank you everyone enough for the amazing response from the collection. Yeah, it's definitely a dream come true, and I can't wait to make more people smile, hopefully next year. Now 2023 saw some absolutely fantastic Studio Series figures, and just to name a few that I actually picked up. So I absolutely love this Core Class Noah. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Don't get me wrong, obviously you can actually take that backpack off, but I just absolutely love it. I think it's so little cool. I love the attention to detail, obviously with the blaster getting painted. I think that's absolutely epic. Another one, yet again, just to name a few. I don't like the robot mode that much, but I do absolutely love this vehicle mode. Obviously, it's the first time we've seen a licensed Porsche car in Transformers history, so that's absolutely fantastic, and hopefully we can get a Jazz later on in the future. I'm going to save this one till last, but the next one is obviously the leader of the Maximals, Optimus Primal, which actually was my favourite character, well, one of them in Rise of the Beast. I was so taken back by his emotional scenes with Optimus Prime. They were absolutely epic. But one thing I absolutely love about this Optimus Primal and why it actually takes a lot more higher up on the list, and hopefully I can do a 2023 ranking of the Studio Series figures, is that it actually comes with the Transwarp key, if you can actually see it right there. And I hope to see, maybe in the future, some Bayverse, obviously, artifacts, obviously the Allspark. I know they come with the Masterpiece stuff, but maybe a pillar, maybe the staff, maybe a seed, maybe they can retool that Age of Extinction lockdown and put a seed in, for example. It definitely will sell then. You know, just a few things to name, but yeah, that Optimus Primal was absolutely fantastic. And the last figure that definitely was amazing for me is this Optimus Prime. Now, I actually picked this up from TFnation. I do have the axe and the sword implemented onto him, which is cool. So obviously I do have all his accessories. I am very much looking forward to that upgrade kit. I think it'll look absolutely brilliant. But yeah, as you can see, Optimus Prime looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely like a mini masterpiece. And yeah, again, there were some amazing Studio Series figures, but just to name a few, those were my top ones. I can't wait to see what 2024 holds for Studio Series. I'm hoping for an Evasion mode Optimus Prime, but there has been leaks of the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, so I don't think they'll add another Optimus Prime in the Studio Series. We'll see. They are definitely the ones I'm looking forward to now. They're aiming for The Last Night and Age of Extinction. Obviously, the first three movies are nearly done. I think we're just missing Wheeljack. I don't think they'll do Skids and Mudflat, but we'll definitely see. Maybe they'll start doing, obviously with the concept art, maybe they'll start adding Dispenser from 2007. Little ones like that. I'm definitely excited to see where Studio Series ends up. Obviously with 86, I'm definitely looking forward to that leaked Optimus Prime. And then yet again with the Gamer Edition stuff, although that Starscream looks a mixed bag, I'm definitely looking forward to more figures in that Gamer Edition line. And maybe we can get a Dark of the Moon Warpath or Breakaway. Maybe it'll go in the concept art of the Studio Series. But yeah, we'll see. So that does it for the Studio Series. One thing I've definitely been excited to talk about is my TFnation experience. Now, this will definitely tie into the end of the video, which I just open up a little bit about something and just explain why I haven't been uploading as much videos towards the back end of the year. But TFnation came at an absolutely fantastic time for me, and honestly was one of, if not the best weekends of my life, without a doubt. Yeah, again, I picked up that so many crazy things. This right here, which I didn't actually mention earlier, which is the 3-0, the Last Night Optimus Prime, I actually was on my wish list, and I actually picked up from there. So that, yet again, that was absolutely fantastic. We did get my David Sobolov. Sorry, I did get David Sobolov to sign my Rise of the Beast Battle Trap, which is actually in its sealed case, as you can see. Yet again, which was absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely achieved so much at TFnation. I met some great people. I met some fantastic, honestly, some fantastic people. Comedian Camel does a lot for Transformers. Diamond Bolt, Chris McFeely. Just a lot of people you've been watching for many, many years, to see them in the flesh. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I cannot wait for TFnation 2024. And like I will say later on in the video, it definitely came at a fantastic time for me. And honestly, to celebrate it with Josh as well, who I grew up with on Transformers since we were like 2 or 3. Honestly, we've known each other for a long, long time. I'm 21 now, and yeah, we've been playing with Transformers since we were like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Yeah, we absolutely loved it, and to go to a convention, first proper one like that, was just an absolute dream come true. And if you haven't seen that vlog, definitely check it out. I definitely think I'm going to be doing one for 2024 TFnation. And yeah, yet again, some amazing memories I made at TFnation this year, and I cannot believe, um, like I said, that I got things like this battle trap signed by David Sobolov. I just absolutely wish I forgot to take it, but he was willing to sign my brawl, and I've left it. And I was absolutely gutted about that. Obviously, if you are a fan of the Bayverse, you will know that in probably one of the best stories of the Bayverse, in fact, which I actually want to make a video of, in the Transformers 2007 DS games, for the Decepticons, he voices Brawl, and Brawl has the personality of like a little kid. He wants to blow things up all the time. Really, really fun character in the 2007 DS game, and yeah, he absolutely smashes it. Keith David, for example, they all smash it in them DS games, and I was so gutted. Obviously, yeah. Brawl didn't have a voice actor in the original 07 movie. He only basically made sounds, but it would have been cool to get David Sobolov to sign my battle trap. So maybe in the future, if he's at another convention that I go to, maybe I can get Rhinox that I've just picked up, and obviously my Brawl sign. So that'll be absolutely fantastic. But in terms of TFnation 2023, some fantastic memories. I would absolutely recommend it to people if they can go. Yeah, you don't even really have to spend any money just to go and hang around. People will literally offer at a table full of Transformers and just let you play with them. Honestly, everybody's there for one reason, and that's Transformers. Everybody just enjoyed it. It was just great to mix with people, and just honestly, it was one of, if not the best weekends of my life. Now, one of the biggest things that happened for Transformers in 2023 was the Transformers Rise of the Beasts movie. A movie I absolutely enjoyed, definitely took me by surprise. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. When it came to Rise of the Beasts, I have a couple of moments that have been my favourite moments to watch in a cinema. One of them has to be the Optimus Prime and the Nemesis Prime and Bumblebee fight from Transformers last night. I absolutely blew my mind when I saw that in cinemas for the first time. And then the ending to Rise of the Beasts, not the post-credit scene, the part when obviously till all R1 players, and then the Optimus Prime, Primal, sorry, flings Optimus Prime, obviously saves him. He transforms, Arrival to Earth plays, and then we get the scene where Noah says, "Yeah, baby," and they go across the field, and it's just basically a parallel to Transformers: The Last Night at the end. And I just remember seeing that in cinemas, and just I uncontrollably started crying. It was absolutely fantastic. Definitely a part that I did actually watch that film 16 times in the cinema. I actually did message my friend Toysareruss every time I went to see it, and he was just absolutely mind blown that I actually went that many times. In fact, when I saw David Sobolov, I actually say to him that I watched it that many times, and he was just saying, "What the hell? Are you even normal?" Yeah, it was crazy, absolutely crazy. A phenomenal experience. I'm definitely excited for Transformers 1 in 2024. More of that later. But yeah, Rise of the Beast was absolutely fantastic. Some epic action scenes. Some of it got spoilt in the trailers, especially like Bumblebee's death, etc., etc. But yeah, the one part that definitely stuck to me the most, if I had to pick a top 3 scenes, there would definitely have to be the is it Switchback chase when they're all chasing on the mountains. Amazing. I loved it when Optimus Prime said, "I'm going to take back Scourge's key and then take off his head. Epic. It was awesome. I just remember blowing my mind. Every time that scene come on in the cinema, I loved it. My second favourite scene is probably when you could see the change in Optimus Prime's character, like when Optimus Primal said, we obviously trust the humans with a transwarp key, and then he kneels down and says, you allied with humans. And he says, yes, we did. And then you can tell that he definitely changes in his ways and how he sees humans in general. Obviously, the main character arc from Rise of the Beast was Optimus Prime and how he ate Earth and wants to just go back to Cybertron. And in the end, he sacrifices himself. It was just beautiful. And then obviously my final bit. I love the final battle. Don't get me wrong, I love the final battle. But that scene will always stick with me. The one when they're going across the field, because the fact that they honoured the Bayverse. Obviously, I grew up with that. The fact they honoured the Bayverse with the music, it was just so cool to see Steve Jablonsky return. Just hearing that Bay's music again was absolutely breathtaking and just so emotional for me. I just can't believe it that they actually implemented that into the film. So thank you, Paramount, thank you, Hasbro, thank you, Stephen Caple Jr. Can't wait to see what you do with the next one. I'm a bit skeptical, obviously, with G.I. Joe. Not really a big fan of it. If you guys are excited, that's absolutely awesome. But for me, I'm a bit skeptical. But we'll see. We've definitely been mind blown before in terms of the Transformers franchise. But yeah, we'll see. So in terms of Rise of the Beast, an absolutely epic movie. I cannot wait for the next installment. Now, one thing I'm very excited to talk about is the channel. And this is going to tie into literally my last thing I want to talk about. So I'm going to tie basically them two together. So the channel, as you know, we started basically in 2022. I was inspired by two friends. They said, you've probably one of the biggest movie fans. Your collection's insane. Why didn't you show it off? And I wanted to start YouTube anyway for a reason I'm going to basically explain later on. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start by showing me movies and then I'll see where it goes from there. And the amount of subscribers and views that I got was absolutely insane. And what surprised me most is the amount of love that you guys were showing for the collection and just in general. It was just absolutely nuts. And believe it or not, was absolutely crazy, and I can't believe you guys. And honestly, we need to calm down, honestly, because I was literally in tears that day because it's an absolute dream come true, and that we hit 500 subs in December, which is just absolutely crazy and just an absolutely epic way to end the year off. I think I've done like 50 odd videos, and that's mainly to do with the transformation processes on the reviews. But yeah, we've definitely been excelling the channel, and the fact that we've got that many subscribers over a limited amount of videos just proves how much you guys are loving the content. And I just can't honestly thank you all enough. Thank you so much. You're definitely making my dreams come true. I've got some absolutely epic things lined up for 2024, which I'm going to get into in just a second, which I can't wait to share. Yeah, these have definitely been in the pipeline for so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain this bit first, things that are going to be in the pipeline for next year, and then we're going to basically talk about next year and just talk about something that's just the reason for the lack of uploads. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about things I'm excited for next year. So 2024 is going to be an absolutely massive year for Transformers. So obviously it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers in general, which is absolutely insane. But one thing that's going to be massive for me personally is, don't get me wrong, it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers, but it's the 10th anniversary of Age of Extinction and the 15th anniversary of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So I want to do some absolutely incredible experiences for that. I'm going to try and attend every event that goes on in the UK. That be ToyFairs, that be TFnation, TF UK Con. Hopefully I can go to the TFnation mini con that's happening in Manchester. So hopefully I can do as many things I can with Transformers this year. It's going to be an absolutely mental year for the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. Another thing that I'm hoping to do is actually visit a few Transformers movie locations. And the first one that I'm visiting is actually from the last night. And what is actually probably the most important scene in the whole of the Bayverse. Yeah, I just can't wait to visit that location. I'm going to make a video on it, do some comparison shots, probably explain a lot of the reasonings behind the scene and obviously what Bay was trying to implement. Yeah, definitely a lot of more behind the scenes videos coming, and hopefully I can educate people on the movies, which will be absolutely fantastic. The collection's going to be absolutely growing to a crazy yet again if we're going to all these conventions. We're down to pick some really cool stuff up. Russ, who's another great friend, is obviously selling his movie collection. I have priority of that, which is yet again absolutely fantastic, so I can't thank him again. And the final thing to talk about, which is going to be something that I've always dreamed of doing, and something that has been the reason I've wanted to start YouTube originally in the first place many years ago, and that's I want to do stop motion. So the stop motion I want to do is going to be stop motion that nobody's ever seen before. It's going to be, I'm going to try and implement it so it's going to be really smooth, really smooth. The sets are going to be actual sets. There's going to be some really big money which I've actually saved to go into these. So what I'm thinking about doing is just recreating a few scenes from the movies. I do know a lot of really cool stop motion. I really enjoy TFI Creations. TFI, sorry, they do some amazing stop motion, which have actually inspired me. So many thanks to them. Their storytelling is just absolutely incredible. I forgot the name of the guy, but he does movie scenes recreated. He did Nemesis Prime versus Bumblebee recreation. It was absolutely incredible. Bumblebee versus Dropkick yet again was absolutely incredible. So my plan is, in terms of the stop motion, and I think I'm going to actually make a separate video to this, is I want to basically finish off what Bay started. So I want to make a trilogy of Cybertron films. These are obviously going to take a long time. I want to make a trilogy of World War films. I want to make films that happen between each movies. And two of the most important movies, one of them is to make a sequel to The Last Night, as I have the story already written. I think it could be the ideal ending for the for the Bayverse in general. But the most important one I've always been interested in making, and this is ever since the first the Transformers 3 and 4 actually came out. I do have experience in acting. I actually did get my degrees in acting in school. I have a lot of friends that are into filming, etc. I do a bit of directing as well outside of YouTube. With a couple of friends, we did actually make a few home movies, which I don't even know where they are anymore. But yeah, some massive things coming for the channel. Stop motion is definitely one of them. I really want to do stop motion, but the story I really want to tackle, and one that I've been interested in the most, I really enjoyed the connection between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. How obviously the Battle of Chicago was the reason the humans started hunting the Transformers down. So one of the greatest achievements in my life that I want to achieve is to actually make that movie, whether it be a movie or a series, which we're actually going to start. Ideas are already jotted down, but the script will probably be start writing early next year. Josh is actually helping a lot, who was actually into TFnation video. But yeah, the probably the turning point of the Bayverse was between Transformers 3 and Transformers 4. Obviously, that's when the Bayverse was totally energized, if you want to say, reimaginated. But yeah, I really want to explain the story of how the Autobots got hunted, what happened between Transformers, Dark of the Moon, and Age of Extinction, which I can't wait to show you guys. Honestly, it'll be absolutely insane. I promise you guys, this will be an absolute dream come true if I can actually pull this off. I cannot wait to start it. It's going to take a long time to do, but I'm hoping it's worth it in the end. And then the last thing to talk about, unfortunately, we're going to end up on a pretty negative note. And that's actually, I'm going to explain the reason why I haven't actually been uploading. So, obviously, I had an epic month in May. I went to see Post Malone. He's one of my favourite artists. And I did a load of things in May that I absolutely loved. And then Rise of the Beast came out in June. Yet again, I was in the high life. And the last time I actually watched Rise of the Beast was on 25th of June, the night. And my granddad, who actually brought me up, unfortunately, I didn't really have a mum and dad. My mum was really bad with alcohol, and my dad I didn't really see until later on in life. And my granddad basically was my mum, my dad, just everything in one. Sadly, on the morning of 26th of June, I sadly lost my granddad in my house. I do apologise, sorry. It's just something I need to tell. I did actually lose my granddad in my house. It was basically like my dad. And he actually did love Transformers. He didn't understand the Bayverse. He thought it was so messy. I think everybody can agree with that. But he really enjoyed Dark of the Moon. And one of my favourite photos I actually have of me and my granddad is one memory I'll definitely keep forever. He saw it advertised, Rise of the Beasts, and he saw Optimus Primal banging his chest, and he thought, oh, that looks so cool. And this was a week before he died, and he said, oh, I really want to go watch it. And I says, yeah, we'll go watch it. And the last ever photo I have with my granddad is actually in the cinema, watching Rise of the Beasts. And I actually do have this shirt on. And one of my favourite photos ever, and my last photo I actually had with my granddad / dad, was actually watching Rise of the Beasts. And he just walked out and said that was amazing. He said Dark of the Moon was first, Rise of the Beast was second in his opinion. Yeah, and that moment just meant so much to me because I didn't just realise how cool he was. Yeah, and that's just a little epic story about my granddad and how unreal he was as a person. He'd just do absolutely anything. And if people were wondering about the lack of uploads, well, there's the reason. Obviously, I did put a few community tabs up just apologising because the fact, and yet again, this is why I can't thank you guys enough, and I don't think people understand how grateful I am. And that's just how grateful I am for the fact people have stuck around. The fact with it 500 subs when I've been on and off since June has just been absolutely insane, and I just can't thank everybody enough. Honestly, I just can't thank anybody enough for the support, for just making my dreams come true. And that is definitely what hopefully I can do in 2024. Hopefully I can break that barrier down, start moving a little bit forward better in life. Obviously with him being basically like my dad, it's definitely been hard for me to move forward, but I do have them Transformers movies, I do have the Transformers franchise, I do have you guys with me, so it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I just can't thank you anyone enough, sorry. And when I hit 500 subs, it was absolutely insane. And then obviously TFnation happened in August, which came at the right time. My nan were just saying, get yourself off, go and enjoy it. That's what life's about, go and enjoy yourself. And yeah, as it happened, I got really upset because it was like something I really wanted to tell him, because he did help me afford to go. So, you know, it was a bit hard, the fact that I couldn't really tell him personally. But I know he was looking down on me. I know he's going to be here. He was fully backing me when I first originally told him about the stop motion movies I want to do, and the fact I want to finish what Bay started. I want to carry on what Bay created. I'm so passionate about the Bayverse, and my granddad was absolutely proud of me and everything I did. And I absolutely love him, and I did love him, and I still love him now. As much as I love you guys, like I said, I can't believe you guys have stuck around. This is an heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. I do apologise for the lack of uploads, but as I've just explained, I didn't want anyone thinking I just like we're doing it as a thing. Yeah, but it's been really tough the second half of the year. What was one of the best months of my life, and then going into June, when Rise the Beast comes out, I was living the high life. I was enjoying YouTube, and then your world can honestly change just like that. And one of the best things, and one of the biggest things I've learned in 2023 is just to appreciate everyone around you, and most importantly, just be nice. And it definitely was amazing when I went to TFnation, because everyone was there for one reason, and that was Transformers. Everyone was there to enjoy themselves. Everyone was so nice, and it definitely made me believe in humanity again. You know, that connection, that really nice connection, because there is some, you know, bad people in this world, and you know, to see that at TFnation, everybody happy, everyone smiling, everyone just enjoying themselves. Yeah, I can't thank another few personal people. Sorry, can't get my words out now. I do apologise. I'm going on a little bit here, but I just want to give a special thank you to Russ, Toysareruss, which a lot of people might know. He's an absolute amazing person, and he definitely sends me a lot of happiness, and definitely has been there for me. A fellow Transformers fan, has become an amazing friend. So I can't thank you enough, Russ, for that. Thank you so much. And another guy I want to say a massive thank you to is Magnum Prime. Magnum Prime was, yet again, just like Russ, was just absolutely amazing. I can't thank them guys enough for everything they've done for me, for this channel, for the support since my granddad has died. And yeah, like I said, it's been an emotional year for me. What was, like I said, one of the best years of my life, obviously enjoying YouTube, achieving my dreams, and then for it to just be completely shattered was, yeah, even now it's obviously I'm still broken as a person, but my main objective now in life is to hopefully, moving forward, achieve my dreams, achieve what I've always wanted to do in life, and that's to make Transformers films about the Bayverse, make them passionate, and just make him proud, put smiles on you and your guys' faces. Honestly, I cannot wait for you guys to see those movies. I am so excited for you to see them. Honestly, I cannot wait. And yeah, hopefully 2024 is a massive year. What a way to enjoy Transformers, with the 40th anniversary of Transformers, the 15th anniversary of 15th anniversary of Revenge of the Fallen, the 10th anniversary of Age of Extinction. So a lot to look forward to in 2024, and yeah, hopefully I can start breaking that barrier down a little bit and start moving forward a little bit better in my life. Hopefully things can get a little bit better for me in 2024, but I appreciate you guys understanding. And in terms of the video, that pretty much does it. So I just want to thank everybody enough. Honestly, I can't stop saying this. 500 subs is an absolute dream. The fact that we're halfway to 1,000 is absolutely nuts. Yeah, like I said, this has been an absolutely dream come true. I can't thank everybody enough. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, like I said, thank you all so much. I just don't know what to say. You know, like I said, it's nuts. The support, and the hitting of the 500 subs in December definitely made the year end a little bit better for me. I just couldn't wait, and can't wait to hit 2024. I can't wait to put this year behind me and start hopefully bringing a bit more happiness in my life. But yeah, guys, like I said, thank you for watching. here's to 2024 and some great memories. Thank you all so much for the support. I'm so happy that you are enjoying the channel. I'm so happy you're enjoying the collection, and I'm so happy, and I hope you're happy at the things coming in 2024. So as always, thanks for watching and take care, everyone.